We are finishing up Charlotte's Web this week. So we're reading chapters 20 through 22. Today we're going to do comprehension questions 1 through 7, so 2 pages. So make sure you have these two. Hopefully you've already done it. If you haven't, pause the video and then push play after you've written your answers, and you can check them as I go through them. So the first one says, how was recognizing Wilbur for his special award, Charlotte's Hour of Triumph? And the answer they wrote is kind of long, so you're going to probably have it a little shorter in your own words. Wilbur being recognized for his special reward was Charlotte's hour of triumph because she had finally achieved her goal, which was to save Wilbur's life. The fact he was being recognized meant all her hard work had paid off, and it guaranteed that the Zuckermans would not slaughter Wilbur. So for Charlotte, her plan was a success. So you could even just write that. Charlotte realized her plan was a success. Number 2, what did the governors of the fair award to Mr. Zuckerman and to Wilbur? This is a little bit trickier. So they awarded Mr. Zuckerman, I'm not sure if we read this by the time you watch this video. So this one, some of these answers, you might not have watched all the chapters yet. I think it's in chapter 20. But I'm not sure. So if you haven't heard it yet, that's okay. We're going to do this together. They awarded Mr. Zuckerman $25 and a special engraved bronze medal for Wilbur. And then what happened to Wilbur during the long speech? You guys know this one. Wilbur's getting famous for this. He got dizzy and he fainted. He passed out. And then they said, how are we going to give a dead pig the award? And Mr. Zuckerman said, he's not dead. Hold on a minute. And Lurvy, remember, who and what revived Wilbur? Now, Lurvy ran to get a bucket of water, but that's not what revived Wilbur. Do you remember? It was Templeton who poked his head out of the straw, and then he bit Wilbur's tail as hard as he could. And the pain from that bite made Wilbur wake up. So that's the first page, number 5. How did Charlotte respond when Wilbur said, why did you do all this for me? I don't deserve it. I've never done anything for you. She told Wilbur that he was her friend, and that in itself was a tremendous thing. And she wove the words into his web because she liked him, and by helping Wilbur, it made her feel her life was a bit more meaningful. And then explain why Charlotte would not be going back to the barn. So if you remember, she told Wilbur that in a day or two she would be dead. She didn't have enough strength to move or spin silk to lower herself to the ground. And then how did Wilbur, of course, react to Charlotte's news? He threw himself to the ground in agony and pain. He was crying and racing around his pen in a panic, and he didn't want to leave her. It took him a while to calm down, as any of us would in losing our friend. It's kind of a sad part of the book, but we'll be reading more. And of course, it does have a happy ending. Spoiler alert. So hope you enjoy listening to the next few chapters, and have a great day.